No, it's not all good. Because you're about to... Meet me back here when you're ready to play for the honor of your life. Appearing on a Mountain Dew billboard with yours truly. You ready to meet your maker, MP?
I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna die, even though you have a pretty stacked team.
Oh, these two? We went to kindergarten together. No big deal.
Okay, who am I playing with?
A couple guys I met about 10 minutes ago.
Okay, that seems pretty fair.
Life's not fair. Cry about it.
You know what? You're right. Let's do this.
Giddy up, cowboy. Let's ride.
This is it, the game thing. Let's do this. Do or die. Go. Up high, baby. Let's go.
Alex.
What kind of camera angle was that? Alex! The frames are dropping.
Bro, who's Alex?
My assistant, okay? And he's on thin ice.
Oh, okay, but hey, am I gonna be on a billboard with you now? I beat you fair and square.
Hey, listen, you may be a cheater, MP. And I'm pretty sure you are, or I wouldn't have lost. But cheaters win. And I respect winners. You're all right, kid.
You know what? You're not so bad either, Doc. Even though I'm pretty sure you don't have a 37-inch vertical.
Nobody questions my vertical leap.
I'm playing, man. Take it easy. Don't be so sensitive.
Yeah, you better be kidding. I can walk at any time.
Oh, come on now. We're partners now, man.
Brothers and dude. You're right, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's make the best billboard this world's ever seen.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah. Firm handshakes.
Firm handshakes.
Basketball at its best, baby!
Both these offenses geared to space the floor, Greg, in many cases playing outside in.
And we've got some bombers out there tonight. It's become a shooter's league. I just hope we'll see some balance as well.
MP from deep three-point land. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Lets it go from deep. Another miss by MP. Grant dishes to Lillard. Back to Grant. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
All eyes on Dame that time, so he just moves the ball casually right to the open teammate.
And in his 7th season in the league, Jeremy Grant took a huge step forward. The scoring output went way up.
Yeah, and there's some recognition around that. He got some first-place votes for most improved player, and that's pretty impressive for a guy in the middle of his career. So the work ethic paying off. He's desiring to get better.
Sharp. No good from outside. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. MP looking around. Tipped away. The pass to Claxton. 6 to shoot. Nets passing it around. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Grant with the screen on Irving. Grant outside. Fires from deep. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Grant's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Passes to Durant. Fires from 14. Out to Parker. And here's MP for 3. Three-pointer. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Grant for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid in the bench. was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Grant with a screen on Irving. Nurkic trying to get open, and contact on the shoot.
2 shots.
We need to make something happen. Let's go. Got you, coach.
Let's go!
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Warren is out there with Simmons. Then there's the mayor. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Simons, and it's denied. Irving passes to the mayor. Takes the three. He can't hit that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Grant with a screen on MP. Here's Simons. Here's Sharp. Off target from outside. Brooklyn trailing. The three from MP. Bangs home the trifecta. The Mayor's got 9 points.
That's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
Well, he's such an athletic forward. Absorbing contact is something that he's learning to do, getting much better at it.
The three from MP. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Pass to Nurkic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, weighing around 290 pounds, not sure contact is really going to affect Nurkic.
Puts up a three. Another miss by MP. Portland trailing here. Simons, the pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Brooklyn's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. It's good. Claxton's got his second bucket. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Nurkic a screen on Simmons. Hard the pass to Nurkic. Kept alive. Here's Sharp. Off target with his three. Brooklyn's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And here's MP for three. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And now a timeout.
Amazing! You're killing it out there!
Without the ball.
Let's go, everyone. To get louder here for your Brooklyn.
Portland with the ball. So it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Brooklyn Nets.
They did a great job in transition, getting the ball up court before the defense can set. Those are easy buckets.
This is the kind of game I enjoy playing in. Remember Mad Max? He and I would kill in a game like this.
Kenny, nobody remembers 50 years ago.
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
When I look at the Nets, they've been awesome so far this year. That was expected from the good analysts who know what they're talking about. We've got one on this panel, and it's called Shaq O'Neal. You don't know about the other two.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Mayor having a dominant impact in this game.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Hart in at the 3 spot.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside. And he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack. He'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Grant gets a wide-open look. No good on the 3.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Pass to the Mayor. Back to Durant. Shoots over Lillard. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Durant's got 8.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Sharp, that's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
On the wing, MP. Grant against Parker. And he gets the
Nicholas Martinez. First personal foul. Shooting for Portland, Jeremy Grant. One personal foul.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Grant. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his ability.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is. He's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Launches it. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat.
Good look.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Simmons and Durant are in it forward. Kyrie Irving is out there with the mayor, and it's Parker in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Outside, Simmons. Parker against Nurkic. Stolen away. Now, Hart. Kicks it to Nurkic. To the paint. Here's Lillard. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lillard's got 21. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Portland.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores. Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
KD with the bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Lillard throws it down.
A nice vision from the youngster, sharp that time.
And here's MP for 3. Hands it from downtown. He's got 21.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Trailblazers leading by 18. Grant sets a screen for Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. KD against Grant. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul.
Second personal foul.
The game. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn.
On the floor for your Knicks, Nicholas Claxton.
Grant kicks to Hart. Lillard against Irving. Lillard misses.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Lillard, the pass to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lillard. Now the pass to Grant. From outside the arc. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And the mayor gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul. Team seconds.
1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Lillard against Irving, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly foul. And so the coaches challenge.
First personal foul. Third team foul. For the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard, shooting 2.
The previous play is under the
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Make the right call.
Timeout.
And so the word
Does not count. Next, timeout. Let's hear it. Make some noise. The team home. Get loud, everyone.
Guys teaching these guys during practice, coach.
free throws good from Lillard. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion.
This isn't the playground. You gotta coach them.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn.
Nets trail by 20. MP dishes to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to MP. The Mayor's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Grant with a screen on Irving. Here's Lillard in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
And Lillard right now doing some heavy lifting for the ball club on the offensive end.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Damian Lillard.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
The 3 from MP gets the three-pointer to fall.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting.
Brooklyn foul. The Mayor. Second personal foul. 4th team foul. That line for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard. That line with 2 shots.
Am I watching a rec league game? Put me in, coach.
Play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Sharp's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. O'Neal comes in for Jabari Parker. Harris is checked in for the Mayor. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Irving.
You know you have MP, right?
30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Passes it to KD. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. And then Sharp with the dunk.
On the pick and roll, you almost have to play Durant to shoot, but his ability to create opportunities for others is also elite.
Now, here's Peyton.
Let's shake it off, man. Thank you to all the fans who came out tonight and cheer on their team. Please get home safely, and we'll see you again next year.
Yeah, I think Rick was just grabbing.
Bro, what are you doing with popcorn, man?
Why would I not make popcorn? I feel like I'm about to watch a prize fight.
Bro, you're supposed to be a professional, right?
Wait, hold on. Am I the only one that realizes what's actually happening right now?
We know what's going on.
We're winning. Nate White is about to go on and put the nail in Othello's coffin on live
Whoa,
TV.
no, I do not approve of the coffin talk. But yes, it is accurate to say that things are going according to
Look,
plan.
respectfully, Ashley, I do know the difference between a public statement and a private conversation.
I don't think you do.
Well, I don't see any cameras around here right now. Oh, shut up. It's on.
All right, welcome back, everyone, and welcome to the show, Nate White.
Nate the Great.
Yes, the Daily Horn reporter who just dropped an absolute bombshell of a report on embattled GM Othello Akpem. Welcome to the show.
It is truly my pleasure, Stan. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Just give us a quick summary of what was in the article for those of us who haven't gotten a chance to read it yet.
Well, I encourage you to read the article. And if you want all the details, make sure you go to the Daily Horn's website. But here's the gist of the story. GM Othello Akpem, right?
Yeah. Akpem.
I mean, has created a rift in the organization between himself and brand marketing VP Freddie Novak. Now, is going so far as to confess to those in the inner circle that, check this out, he believes that Novak is angling for his job.
Drama.
Is there any truth to the idea that Freddie Novak would look to move to the basketball side of operations? I know that he and Phil Boyer have worked very closely together, but this is the first time I've heard of this, and I'm fairly plugged in with people in that organization.
That is true. JJ's plugged in.
I'm plugged in. Perk, I'm plugged in.
Well, JJ, I couldn't find a single person who could confirm that. As far as I can tell, maybe it's a little bit of what we call a paranoid delusion on the part of Opkin.
Wow. Nate, that's a serious accusation.
Hey, listen, I don't write this stuff. I just report what I find, right? That's why I wouldn't make it lightly. But I've heard from multiple sources inside the organization that Opkin has attempted to undermine Novak in order to convince team president Phil Boyer to move on from him. Phil Boyer.
Yeah, well, he's basically eliminating the perceived threat of his job.
Right, eliminating that, the threat of his job. The paranoia sets in, right?
Interesting.
Can you go into that a little bit more? How has he undermined him?
You want it all.
Well, my colleague John Luck reported earlier this season that Opkin forbid MP from engaging in any PR initiatives around the city, which, of course, were organized by no other than Mr. Novak himself. He also reportedly ignored the findings of the team's analytics department on a consistent basis, going so far as to tell the organization's proprietary all-in-one stat are complete and utter nonsense. And, of course, you got the proposed MP for Shep trade,
right.
which, obviously raised, multiple red flags across the league with all the rival GMs, and many of whom view MP, I'm going to say it, as a superior talent.
Really? You hear that, Perk? Perk, I know you heard it. He said MP's the superior talent.
JJ, I don't know what it is with your exception with MP. I'm not ready to give up on Shep just yet. But if everything you say is to be true, Nate, it sounds like Othello is GMing to save his job, not the betterment of the team. And that's unacceptable. You can't trust someone who puts themselves before the team like that.
Where did this idea come from that Freddie Novak was angling for Othello Okpem's job?
Everybody.
I mess it up all the time.
JJ, that's a great question. And, something that continues to confuse the people I've talked to who are actually familiar with the dynamics of the preferred of the situation.
I know I'm confused.
Of course. But, the best I can tell, Othello preferred Owens, but was overruled by Phil Boyer on draft night. Then, when Phil hired Freddie Novak to help smooth things over with the fans, Othello convinced himself that Freddie was gunning for his job.
That's too much.
I keep getting hung up on this convinced himself part. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's obvious. Well, I haven't been able to find a single person who thinks Freddie has one iota interest in the job. Right.
Okay.
Right. He currently doesn't have the background, obviously. And yes, Phil Boyer loves what he brings to the team, but would never hire him to make basketball decisions. Obviously, that's not an area of his expertise.
Not even
right?
close.
No.
Well, listen, if that's all true, then I don't see how Othello can continue to be the GM of this franchise. It's never easy to call for someone's job, and I respect that this is the man's livelihood,
right.
But you can't GM to save your job. Your responsibility is to the organization. This is the cardinal sin of team building. We've seen it time and time again in this league, and it never ends well.
Right.
When you lose the big picture like that, and that has certainly happened with the proposed MP Shep trade, it's time to move on.
Well, hold on for a second. Othello's a good man, a family man, but I have to agree with JJ here. He's not the right fit for the job anymore.
You hear that, Stan?
Wow.
That's Perk agreeing with me.
A Perkins JJ agreement.
Yeah.
This is certainly a stunning turn of events.
You're welcome.
So stunning, in fact, that we actually took to the streets to ask City fans what they think about the current situation. Check this out.
MP is one of the finest young men and the greatest basketball talents I've ever had the pleasure of calling a friend. And anyone who would consider trading him needs to get his head screwed on straight.
Yeah, I don't want to speak out of turn about what's going on behind the scenes, but as far as MP goes, it would be a tragedy, honestly, to trade him for Shep. And I mean on every level.
Organizations disagree on talent and direction all the time. That being said, MP has given everything to this city and is a tremendous talent. So it's difficult for me to see why someone in Othello Akpem's situation would try to move him, especially at such a high cost.
There you have it. The city is united behind their rookie MP.
As well they should be, Stan. Seems the only guy who doesn't believe in MP is this guy, Kendrick Perkins.
Y'all ready for this? I actually believe in MP.
Oh.
But guess what? I just believe in Shep more. But forget all that. Based on everything that we've learned over the past few days, Othello, he has to go. The sooner, the better. Carry on.
All right.
That couldn't have gone any better. I'd say there's a 90-10 split in favor of MP on social.
Get it.
Yes. Hey, hopefully Phil Boyer feels the same way.
Wait. Bro, I know you're joking with me right now.
What?
That's your ringtone?
What's wrong with La Cucaracha?
That is your ringtone.
Yes.
Hey, how about picking it up already?
Okay. Jeez. Hello? Speaking? Yeah, he's right here with me. Sure, he'll be right there. Yo, do we have any more popcorn? I know we haven't finished.
Bro, who was that?
What? I'm hungry. That was Phil Boyer's office. He said he wants to see you right away.
Did he say anything else?
Just that it was urgent.
That's interesting.
Is that bad?
I don't know. How did Phil sound?
Well, it was his receptionist, and she sounded how she always sounded. You know, polite, courteous. But you should probably get over there and see what he wants.
Yeah, I'll get over there.
Yeah.
Hey, no matter what happens, we're gonna get through this, okay? We're gonna get through it together.
Y'all hot?
No, hey, rip off this Band-Aid.
All right.
There's no time for dawdling. Go.
All right. See you guys in a bit, all right? Here we go.
You'd tell me if you knew you were getting traded, right?
MP, Phil's expecting you. He's in Othello's office.
Othello's office? What's going on?
I'm not privy to that.
You're not privy?
Not privy.
Okay, well, I'll just go up then.
I think that would be best.
Have a seat.
All right, here we go. Our top story today is the sudden or not so sudden departure of embattled GM Othello Akpem, who has decided to mutually part ways with the organization due to a disagreement over the future direction of the franchise. JJ, right move?
100%. When political maneuvering leads you to try to get rid of a bright young star like MP, I'm sorry. You've lost the thread.
Yeah. Kendrick.
Can't say I disagree, Stan. And you and JJ both know I'm a huge Shep fan. Like, that's my guy.
Yeah, we know that.
But with everything we learned about Othello Akpem over the last... Y'all know I always mess it up. Over the last week or so, they had no choice but to move on.
You mean to carry on?
JJ, ho. Get your own catchphrase.
Man, I can't believe we did it, man.
It's
Look
crazy.
at that.
It's crazy. It's kind of like I know what I'm doing, huh?
Congratulations, MP. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Ash.
I mean, on the one hand, a man lost his job. But on the other hand, Othello is out of here!
Let's go!
See you, loser! The tribe has spoken!
Ding dong, the witch is dead!
Woo!
Bro, you have some really old references. What is that, Citizen Kane?
Citizen?
No.
That is Wizard of Oz. That's a classic.
If you're 100 years old.
Whoa. Follow the Yellow Brick Road slaps.
All right. Enough about Ricky's old references. Let's ride this high, man. What comes next? Talk to me.
What comes next is we follow the path that we charted for you before all of this even started.
Yes.
Support for Othello's ouster is nearly unanimous, but you still have a lot of inroads to make converting those Shep fans. He's got deep history here.
Like I said, man, like, what I went through with Othello, like, Shep is nothing but an ant to that.
Ooh, good. You know what? You keep following this plan, and soon we'll put a magnifying glass to him. You feel me?
I tell you what.
All right, but you're still going to have to answer questions about this after your next game, so...
Ash, what I went through with Othello, I feel like I can do anything right now.
That's because you can. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of me, too. With you standing beside me, looking all beautiful.
Okay, all right. Reel it in. All right, you have work to do right now.
All right, that's putting it nicely, man.
What?
Gross.
Your Perco Latte billboard is 1,000,000 times better than Chef's.
I'm richer than I ever been. Put my heart before the bad worst I ever did. Gave you a second chance and you laughed again. Remember days I used to wonder will we ever win.